Murder drones. The only series where I can feel like I'm on the edge of my seat, but I'm also in the midst of shedding tears because of some of the series. It's an emotional roller coaster, but boy do I like it. It's got story, it's got plot elements, it's got characters like our good old pal Uzi, not the IMI one, but the character. But there's always been this question that have gotten in my mind ever since I started playing Black Mesa again. And, of course, Gary's mod, but we don't talk about that until we get to it, because Metal is refusing to let me use it, and I haven't got CapCut on PC yet. So, who would truly win in a battle of, like, compare? I'm going to take both sides. I'm going to take the Hazardous Environment Combat Unit, or the HECU. It's a faction in the Half-Life series, and I'm going to compare them to the Murder Drones. Now, I have a feeling there's going to be one or two or maybe 5,000 comments being like, they're not even comparable, plus all the humans are dead. Well, let's just say all of them woke up in GM construct, some kind of crazy stuff is happening. I don't know. But let's put the Hazardous Environment Combat Unit up against the Murder Drones. Now, how I'm going to do this is I'm going to go through their firepower, which is like weaponry, vehicles, all that mess, their tactics, maybe, and then I'm going to give an overall, then I'm going to give my opinion, and then I'll let you guys fight it out in the comments. I know we're doing things the Savage Caveman way, but honestly, it seems like it's a good idea to let you guys fight it out, because I'm inexperienced with the Murder Drones lore, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the right man for this job. Maybe a woman would do it, I don't know. I don't discriminate here, but I can always just remaster this and actually do some real, like, research. There it is. Research. I was looking for the word, sorry. Research. I can always just do research before I do this again. Anyway, let's get into it. So we're gonna start off with the HECU for this one. They have SPAS 12s, M249s, MP5s, plate carriers, PAGed stuff. I'm also gonna be combining the Black Mesa HECU and the Half-Life 1 HECU. Now let's move on to the Murder Drones. So the Murder Drones, they have wings, lasers, rocket launchers, shurikens or ninja stars, and Uzi has a railgun. But that's essentially it. If I forgot something, don't hesitate to bash my skull inward in the comments or something. I don't know. This bit is HECU exclusive, I'm sorry, but anyway, here's vehicles. So the HECU have Apaches, V-22 Ospreys, the legendary M1 Abrams, and Bradley IFVs. Not only that, the Bradleys can hold up to 6 Marines in them, so that's neat. The whole video just kind of boils down to me and this meme I made. Well, it's not really a meme, it's more or less just lazy, but it was this. It was who would win, a drone made to kill or H grunt, and honestly, I don't know why I've kept this going. I should probably stop, but you know what? I'm committed to it now, and we ain't gonna stop, because we only go forward, baby. So, now we're gonna go with the tactics used by both sides. Now we're gonna go with the tactics part. Instead of starting off with the HECU this time, I'm gonna start off with the Murder Drones. So, their tactics are essentially boiled down to bum rush and kill it as fast as possible, or it will kill you first. Probably. I don't know. Khan needs to upgrade his defense force budgeting, because wrenches won't do anything unless it's Adrian Shepard. I apologize for the lack of footage. But anyway, now for the HECU. The HECU have essentially the same tactic, but with a little bit more tactics in place. Yeah, that makes sense. So, they have a tactic of send as many soldiers in as possible and overwhelm the enemy. Their tactics essentially boil down to blitzkrieg, and it's not very usable or viable, but they are heavily trained and heavily armed and armored, so I have a feeling the HECU would win that. Alright, now it's all for the moment you've all been waiting for. The overall. In my overall opinion on this topic, I say that the HECU have a chance, but ultimately the drones would win. Because according to the Gary's mod add-on, I have zero relevance to the lore. Uzi's railgun, I was wearing like 500 pounds of armor. It killed me in one shot. Uzi's railgun has a lot of firepower, but it takes a long time to recharge. So if she fires it once, then gets like gunned down by a Bradley or something. Meanwhile, N and the other alphabetical letters are in the air trying to take down the HECU air superiority or the air raids or whatever. And then it would just all boil down to who would truly be the last one standing. And I'm going to make a very quick headcanon here. I know it's the end of the video, but hey, there's still time. So, my headcanon. The drones, specifically the murder drones, they're made out of aluminum, tungsten, polycarbonate, fabric. With that being said, when it comes down to my overall last of the last, this is it. Like, if I say this, it's final. My overall opinion, the HECU wins. Because I've actually tested in Gary's mod. I know, not the best testing platform, but it's all I got, so cry about it, I don't know. But I spawned a handful of Ospreys, some Apaches, a few tanks, and Bradleys, and then a bunch of Marines, and then like N, and he died in 10 minutes after massacring waves of Marines. I mean, like, seriously, these murder drones, they're either mortal as ever loving anything, or they will not die until you kill them with like the admin gun or despawn them or something. Anyway, thank you for watching and putting up with my voice. This has been Horribilis Canis, which is Latin for horrible dog. This channel was originally supposed to be an analog horror concept or something I wrote lore about. You just know this. There's a series that's supposed to be on the way, but is canceled because my cast is kind of lazy. I don't know. They're sick and they got stuff to do. I have been your host. You have been the viewer. You are great. Keep being yourself. Don't be afraid to try. And have a nice one. Das Vidania, my friends.